Hello, 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 hello. So today we will be continuing the far-fetched hunt. We do be quite quite a good amount of encounters done there indeed. But yeah, in the day we will possibly go to 7k on that hunt each. Shall see about that though. We were well, it might be. But you have a decent of far-fetched the number, about all the number wide a good amount. It do money up. Yeah, nothing too much is gonna be going on today. Just for old hunting. But yep. Oh, he may have already got past 1,000 forfeits seen overall during this hunt. Unfortunately, we are not gonna be starting with a forfetch today. That's fine. Surely we'll get there eventually, seeing the first one. I'm doing the Charmander Community Day Classic thing as well, as I do be thing. Well, whenever there is a... Anyways... I've been quite lucky there so far. Definitely have been going under odds there. Definitely indeed. I have 5 of them, and I definitely haven't seen that many of them today though. That would bring the odds in there. I mean, I'm not complaining. Yep, it's of course of the best of luck with the far-fetched. Hopefully we'll be able to see a decent amount of them. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if they wouldn't be nowhere to be found after their last time though. Yeah, they were indeed. They were indeed quite a bit of them last time, indeed. No, there's first Farfetch then, I guess. It's also going to be a boosted one of that one. Be kind of the different colored one. Countering you first, and I will be checking out the Farfetched. It has the boost chance to be the different colored one. Since, well, I have maybe ever so slightly for the 500 chaos. Maybe ever so slightly. Maybe just slightly. Actually, I'm quite curious, is it going to be stuck at 999 or is it gonna be going to 1000, so I'll be it out, of course, pressing all the wrong buttons. It's just going to be stuck edge. Yeah. It's a shame though. But I mean, you don't really need it for anything, like, really after the 500 though, so it's not that big of a deal, but like, for me it would be nice because then I would be knowing more or less how many I've been encountering them, you know. Yeah. I'm not that surprised that... I'm not that surprised that the thing is that it's stuck at 999. Because it's a usual point anyways where they will be stopped, like, counting things anyways. Oh. But yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good day today. I'm having an okay-ish day myself. Indeed. Nothing really as per usual going on yet so far in the day, but well, still nothing bad at least has happened yet. Hopefully will not be happening. Okay, you're a boosted little guy. Are you still pink? Yes, you do. Yes, you do be still pink. That's unfortunate for you. But yeah, I was thinking about like regional variants or like regional forms, whatever things that we are gonna be like we have right now. Like, of course, it makes sense that they usually are either heavily based on Gen 1 Pokemon or they just yeah, they either start with it or are heavily based on the Gen 1 Pokemon. Like, I don't mind each, but it's just sometimes, you know, it would be nicer to see other generations as well. Like, surely does it make too much sense to give a Pokemon a regional variant if it just was introduced in? But I mean, I like it that, like, for example, Darumaka did get a regional variant. Like, as I said, it makes sense that like some of the older ones should be getting more attention through that, you know. I don't mind it. It's just it's sometimes the case that it'd be nice to see other ones as well, you know. But yeah, but I like more of the gimmicks that are gonna be like seem to be going on from now on that are, you know, for like every Pokemon. Because they seem to be a lot nicer because then they don't like go specifically for a certain Pokemon. There's just this same gimmick is for every Pokemon, you know. I mean, would also be nice to just see like specific gimmick forms. And maybe they seem to be quite on and off about it. Do they want to have like specific forms or not? Because like Gen 6 there was Mega Evolutions. On Gen 7 there was Z Crystals. And like, even though there were special ones, everyone could still use like Z Crystals. It was kind of the same thing with Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing as well. Like, every Pokemon can Dynamax, but not every Pokemon can Gigantamax, and it was not the easiest thing to get a hold of, at least on the beginning, though the ones that could indeed be going to Gigantamax form. And it actually was nice that most of the Gigantamax forms were for like Gen 8 Pokemon. Like, surely there were other ones, but they were mostly because of like gym leaders, aces. Like, that makes sense, like, sure. They wanted the gym leaders to have a Gigantamax Pokemon, like, yeah. But like, most of them were indeed for the new dudes. And I mean, sometimes it really depends on what you want to do with the Pokemon. Is the like the just the Dynamax form better than the Gigantamax form? Because, as I said in the beginning, it wasn't too easy to get hold of them, but in the DLC it get easier to get, but it's still not like too easy, you know? Like surely like you can like make a Pokemon to be that, and now it's easier as well because all the past like event ones are available in the games, which is nice. They do be very nice indeed. It's interesting. %, far-fetched. Show up quite quickly after one another. That's nice. Oh, the cat is having a dream. I can hear it. Oh no. Hopefully it's not a bad one though. Swirlix? No, it's a Stuffle. No, it's the Stuffle. Oh. Oh yeah, I thought that this might be happening. Like, I always like when you accidentally run into a Pokemon, then you run away from it, and you can immediately start a new battle. And it is like different between these between these games and Scarlet and Violet, because in these games at least you can check out the shininess like that, you know. And I don't know why, but lately I've been having the feeling that I would like to do some hunt with the Pokeradar. Okay. I don't know why. The thing with that is also that I don't know for which Pokemon to go for though. I mean, like, there is... Like, I don't really care, honestly, which one I would be getting, you know, at the same time. So, like, there's like few locations that I'm quite interested in doing it in. So yeah, see, maybe. I was thinking that what if I would be getting like something like early today, I could be doing it today. Some radar. I don't have anything too much to go ahead and, you know, set up for that because I have everything already done for each. Jeez. So I have a good amount of repeat balls and quick balls because of course the first one I would be capturing, so repeat ball would be more effective. But yeah. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Oh, this is Minchino. You were nowhere to be found like yesterday at all. Sure, there might have been like one. But other than that, no. You were the one that I didn't really find. Finding a good amount of like different boosted Pokemon today though. We're only 35 in, and we've already gotten so we have already got a Minchino, Farfetch'd, and the Stuffle. Yeah. Was just thinking about Spritzy. I know that Spritzy is not in this game. Another Minchino. Yes. As I said, I don't think that this should be this common, but I mean, game likes to be like that sometimes though. And I'm not here to complain about it though. It's completely fine with me. Hey Doobie. But yeah, today when I was eating breakfast, I don't know why, but the bread that I knew that it was like a little bit harder than it usually is, but cheese was it annoying to like eat. It was partially because for whatever reason the bread didn't really want to, you know, break apart nicely, so, you know, there were the cases that there might have been like technically 2 layers of bread. So it was quite hard to chew on. And it still hurts. But I mean, it's just a thing that I sometimes like a bread that I really need to chew on. Because it's just something like sometimes it just feels nice to do it. But I usually like to do it with a bread that is like a lot thinner than this one was. And also it did go a little bit too hard for my liking anyways. But I mean, it was still fine. Thankfully I didn't run into you because I would have needed to KO you. It was weird that the aura did there, like, it did kind of went on and off there. Sure. scared me a little bit. But okay. uh, let's switch you back to front though. Swirlix. Nice to have you around indeed. Oh. Let's hope that today is not gonna be one of those days that I'm gonna be just seeing a bunch of, you know, the ones that I'm not really looking for. I was still in like good phase, honestly. Half an hour in and almost 15 counters, so not too bad. Actually, it's 20 minutes, but still. It's a decent on progress. You do me? Yeah, I don't actually know why I did originally catch the Farfetch'd. Because sometimes I just catch Pokemons because I just think that what if I want to complete the Pokédex, let's just catch these, you know, usually hard to get Pokemon. Because, like, I know that I do that sometimes. But then I did indeed at some point decide that I'm not gonna be completing the Pokédex. So it do be like that sometimes indeed. There. I wonder if today will be the day though that I would be seeing a boosted Trifloon. Okay. As I said, I haven't really seen one of those dudes in a while. I kinda want to see, like... I mean, I haven't captured it, I know that much. And one... Okay, it's quite a bit earlier. I mean, it's available in the wild areas, so it makes sense. It's probably one of the only ones that it actually is at 0, because some I have accidentally KO'd, and of course some of them are the ones that I definitely need to KO, you know. Because, you know, story. Nothing you can do much about them. As I have said, if you don't want to get the boosted odds, just go for the ones that don't have the aura, and that will be odds. Which is nice that you can actually, like, avoid it. They do be very nice. And of course all the random encounters will be whatever is the odds that you are anyways running into random Pokemons with them. Either full odds or shiny charm odds. It do be. It do be. I wonder if there's still going to be like a thing that will be discovered about these games that, like, shiny hunting wise. Because for some reason I'm kind of thinking that there is not going to be anything too much that is going to be like news that are gonna be known afterwards for Scarlet and Violet, because they, at least at this point, seem very well like gone through already, you know. And like it's still like there is sometimes like things that are indeed discovered quite a bit kind of after the game has already like gone past. I mean, it doesn't happen too often because like there has been only like few times that that has happened, indeed. Has only happened a few times indeed, like with Let's Go is the biggest one, and then there was the KOing method for this game. I know that DexNav is a thing that people still say that it's not like fully like gone through and we don't know about everything about it, but it just is that I understand that the DexNav is indeed a little bit complicated. I don't understand it, but I mean, I don't really think that there's gonna be anything new that is gonna be coming from that, you know. And I mean, honestly, Dex now, from what I have seen, it's not that complicated. Like, it's not as bad as the people think. Because the reason is because I'm pretty sure that it's based on like the amount of Pokemons you have seen of the species, and I think the Dex Nav like level also is in place there. Of course, like if you do it successfully in a row, it also gets better, I guess. And also like whatever are the things that are called like every single article about it is they're definitely interesting. They do be displaying quite interesting odds. Indeed. Oh, hello, the rest of all. Would like to instead of check out that Swirlix. Thank you very much. Well, unfortunately nothing. Is this where it looks they do be like in the wee pink. And though fortunately nothing too much. There we go, there is at least 2 Pokemon in here that I can encounter. Nice. Siege. Check out the other one as well. There we go. Was hoping that increasing the counter one too early would be of course giving me another dude there. Unfortunately, it usually doesn't help out, even though as nice as it would be. I know that there is going to be another one at least there, which is nice. Oh, Farfetch'd. Nice. Yo, you let him. Like to see a special encounter. Oh, I think it's fully sunset time, unfortunately. I would like to say it would be nice to see one. Should be in the nice transition scene. I'm surprised that that wasn't a shuffle. By me saying that, it's probably gonna be the next one that I will be running into straight away, right? Nope. And thankfully I know that you're gonna be getting away from me as well. There we go. Yep, I don't know why the Tricoons they want to like appearing and then disappearing there. Like the ones that I do be seeing do the most at. Even though they should be like, you know, still showing on your screen, they are just disappearing. Almost a full round without seeing anything. I mean, it's definitely gonna be getting easier when I do be adding stuff all to the mix, if we do be getting there. There's two ways that we could be getting there, indeed. But yeah, we shall see. Shall see, indeed. Is there indeed few ways that we will be doing that? One of which is that we go into very high numbers on a phase, or have it just gotten so many of the other ones shiny wise already that I just want to have something else on the mix as well, you know. Yeah, unfortunately there really isn't too many Pokemon in here that to be having gender differences like that are like that aren't random encounters. Are the visible ones indeed. It's the only one that I can think of is a Wobbuffet. At least for all the other ones I can't think of any differences. So I'm pretty sure Farfetch doesn't have any. The Swirlix doesn't really ring up well. Same with Drifloon and Stuffle. But that would leave only Wobbuffet to be having a gender difference. Unfortunately. Which is a shame. As I said, if I do be getting unlucky enough that I would be getting everything else in here apart from the one that I'm looking for. Because, I mean, that would be quite unlucky, first of all, but technically it would be more likely for me to get them. And I mean, I would like to hunt other things than Farfetch'd as well in here, because I mean, if I would be just doing Farfetch, it's just getting boring, because I might be running like 5 minutes without seeing a Farfetch anywhere. But I mean, it's not gonna be getting to that point, right? Not gonna be that unlucky. Right? Oh, it's about to run away, but you're boosted. But I mean, would I definitely be able to do more encounters if I would be encountering more things? Yeah, I know that, but at the same time, like, I want the Farfetch, I want the funny duck. Is there? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that there is with like the visible encounters on this route. Anyone you could like get more of? I know that in random encounters it's a possibility. Say grass types there, for example. I know that it's possible with those. And there is no such thing that increase specific type. Unfortunately, indeed. I actually haven't really seen too many people do this hunt like this. Because the only ways that I have seen people doing the Galarian Farfetch'd hunt has indeed be with eggs, which is totally understandable. Oh yes. I mean, the 5% wouldn't be too bad if it also would be available in the random encounters in the grass. And that's like the main issue for me. Like if it would be available, if it would be indeed be available in any other method, it would be very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much for running away. Stuffle saying hello. Sometimes I'm like seeing like a Minchino slash Stuffle and I'm thinking it's one or the other. I mean, I usually do see it before I do be going ahead and encountering it, but like if I just see the ears, it could be also the time of day because right now Minchino will be appearing to be more of a, like for some reason more of a pink than normal. It do be. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the time of day, no? Why would it be? It's the balloon. Good things, good things. Will I be able to get another shiny Charmander on the community day? I don't know, I don't know. In the first hour I did get 4. And in the very beginning of the second hour I did get 1. Let's see if I do be getting 1 more. I mean, I don't need any more. Like, I'm completely fine with getting like the whole evolution line done, and then I'm like, nice. Unfortunately, it could be because the weather is like bad right now for like Charmander, you know, and that it's unfortunate that I haven't been able to find too many good ones. There's been only 1 good one from a wild, all the other ones have been from field researches. Which is a shame, but yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised that the first hour actually wasn't a rainy weather condition. Because if you ask me, there was a little bit of rain. Like all throughout the first hour, but I mean, it doesn't actually matter because it's not gonna be like weather boosted, so yeah, it doesn't matter. I kind of like though the thing with Pokemon Go though with weather boosts, that the weather boost is like even better than in main series games, you know. Like surely, like if it's certain kinds of weather, surely that Pokemon type is gonna be getting a boost. But also, like in Pokemon Go, you can get better stats during that. And you can get like Like they will be like actually telling you all the time that your like attacks will be boosted, you know. Like surely they like you can get that in the main series game as well, but I mean you would need to press like a specific place to like know it, you know. It's not like it's gonna be told to you. Maybe like in the weather. It is indeed a nice addition. Would I wish that more weathers would be doing things? Yeah. I also wish that Farfetch would be turning a little bit yellow, yeah, but anyways. Yeah. I don't think too bad though. Nice, it's fine. It just would be even nicer if it would be even better, you know. The weather is indeed decent. Just greatly appreciated indeed. And that do the first 100 on the day. Yeah. Let's go. Let's take about actually we're quite close to 45 minutes. It's pretty huge. Usually it's around 50 minutes. Allowing I get stuck there. Ooh. Two swirlix, but I would like to say actually there's a if I did see correctly there is a third one. But unfortunately probably both of them are going to be pink. Yeah. Like them to be pink. As I have said before, I just think that Swirlix is one of the Pokemons that would be fitting to be having quite a good amount of other colorings. Because I mean, it's based on cotton candy and let's just have a soft color of something like it. Let's just have like a softer color of a color and it's gonna be looking nice. Maybe there's a Swirlix in here. The Stuffle is gonna be oh. And there is Esper. I guess they could be boosted right now. On this route because things. See, actually, is Esper boosted? I mean, Esper is in like 2 uncommon anyways. Oh, it's Nincada. The random ones that are not available in the world. I mean, I could have already. I probably have Esper already. What am I thinking? I have it captured already. It unfortunately can't be there. Well, as I said, it would be nice if you have everything from the round. But you could still get the boost for a Pokemon. Maybe for a day or maybe for a few hours, as I said. Kind of what swarms were. Nice. Anyways, for the thing that I will be doing this month, I will be starting the thing on Monday, because I mean I could have started yesterday, but things happened, so decided to start on Monday instead. And it's gonna be like, as I said, having like 2 days of the week. Apart from that, gonna be streaming like, apart from like those 2 days, I will be streaming daily. But I mean, it's nice to have breaks. Honestly, even though I have been streaming for like, I only streamed this whole week without any breaks. Of course, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow, but I think I have. Jeez. Usually do be liking to have a day off, because I mean it's just nice to have a day off, you know. But I mean I haven't been feeling like I want to take a day off. But yep. Yeah, it will be like, I will be, as I said, I will be starting stream a little bit earlier, hour-ish or so. But yeah, nothing apart from that, like nothing really much is gonna be changing. Like I will be still doing the same things. We'll be doing on Tuesdays. It's gonna be Pokemon, you know, streaming whatever I feel that day. But as I said, I might be having like few days of the week anyways that I will be doing certain things. I was thinking that if my Half a Gudra hunt is gonna be longer than his Scarlet Badge quest, I will probably start doing the Alpha Gudra hunt like every Tuesday. But for now, of course, I will be doing the thing that it is indeed called the hunt. That is the badge quest, but indeed, it could be. But yeah, I was thinking like once a week I would be doing the Alpha Gudra hunt as well. Yes, I said it very well could be that I would be streaming Animal Crossing at the start of most of the days, because I could just get things done there, you know, check out how people are doing there. Switch to other games. Yeah, movie. Thankfully, indeed, things did work out for Badge the way that we would have liked to. Stretch my legs. Stay over today already. Swirlix, what do you do in here? Anyways, hopefully everyone is having fun time hunting. Hopefully you would be, of course, getting whatever you do be looking for. Or at least get something. I will too. Maybe I will too. And why did that Swirlix stop there? I don't actually understand, like, why does Swirlix, like, it's fine like this, the battle thing, yeah, that's I'm completely fine with the battle thing, that it's standing on the ground. But why does it sometimes need to be going on the ground, then start floating again towards you? I don't know. One thing that I would absolutely love to see, though, at some point, would see Spritzy to be, like, on the ground. I would like to see that. Because unfortunately, most of the time, like, I'm talking about, like, in battle, like, when you're in battle with them, you in that screen, you would be seeing those, like that, you know? I don't know how well it would be working with each though, because like Swirlix, like it has legs, like it makes sense. But unfortunately, I don't think that it would be working that well with Spritzy though. Even though it would be nice to see. Nice to see indeed. That dog sounded weird on the staircase. Jeez. Don't know what's happening there, but certainly something, I guess. Anyways. Pokemon. Even though they are called pocket monsters, are they really size so that are they the size that you could be fitting on your pockets though? I mean, some of them are. And there is also like Gosmoem, the middle evolution of the legendary line. Yeah, that's so small, but she's do it be heavy for that size. Maybe just slightly. Maybe just slightly. Also, I just thought of a thing. Like I said, I have said, I've been talking about the Pokédex, like, things that is, like, recommended whatever things in these games. I wonder if anyone in game says that they have, like, a higher chance to appear because of that. Because, like, of course we know nowadays, because, like, just to be how it working. People figuring things out, you know? I wonder if there's in-game someone saying something about it, you know? Because usually there is, like, even though it would be, like, a very not so, yeah. Like, not so appearance, like, thing for each. There usually is, like, some sort of a hint towards it, you know? Like, even though the hint would be subtle, it usually there is or quite like interesting mechanics. There is usually an NPC that says something about it, you know. Also, one thing that I actually like about Pokemon games nowadays is that both like the professor and like the whoever is in charge of the Pokédex can be a different person, you know. Like, for sure, it made sense that like Professor Oak did do both. Like that, I don't mind it, but like it's also nice that there is like more like different characters like that. And like it's nice that the professor is in the one always in charge of the Pokédex, you know. As I said, in some situations it makes completely sense that the professor is in the charge. Actually, who is in the... Who is the one that is responsible for the Pokédex thing? It's like, surely, like, usually the one that is in charge of the Pokédex is in the one that gives you the shiny charm. It has most of the time been the case. So... it is in here then. Because as usual, you get it in this game. You'll be getting the shiny charm from a dude that is in the working for Game Freak, you know. I guess usually you will be getting the Pokédex from the professor, but yeah, I don't know. Is there really anyone to be said to be in charge of the Pokédex in this region? Because in most of the early games, some way or another, it was Professor Oak that was like in charge of the Pokédex. Of course, in Gen 1 and Gen 2, and it wasn't as heavily on Gen 4, but it was like still there, you know. Don't remember too much on Gen 5 though. Haven't played Gen 6. Gen 7... it seems to be the professor. It's quite heavily. And Gen 8, as I said, I don't really know. Gen 9 is the whatever, is the like your home teacher thing. It's the one that is in charge of the Pokédex. And it is also the one that gives you the shiny charm. Very rare occasion of that. But then again, do they really need to have a certain like person nowadays to be in charge of the Pokédex? If the Pokédex is so smart already, you know? Especially in Alola, like, does anyone really need to be in charge of that? bunch of Minchinos, because there was 3 originally in this bush, and then there is currently 1 more, at least, on the other bush. Bunch of Minchino? I want to see them. I know that, like, I don't think that Minchino is, like, generally liked or disliked, like, too much. I think it's just kind of is there, you know. I mean, I haven't really heard, like, anything too negative about it, ever. Then again, I haven't really heard anyone to be overly excited about it. As I said, it's a good Pokemon, but it is kind of there, though. It could be also because it hasn't been in too many regions, like, available to catch them in the wild, you know? Because at least for me, there is a difference between the Pokemon to be catchable in the wild and being transferable, because if it's just a transfer-only Pokemon, in that region I can't really get attached to it myself, because I like to catch my Pokemon in the wild, you know? I like that. Also, I don't know what's going on in the nearby gym in Pokemon Go, that is. There was a fight there, literally like maybe 10 minutes ago. It turned yellow, and now it turned back to blue. I mean, it's community day, so I guess people are out more, but still. I don't usually see, like, people to be, like, straight away getting it back, you know? It's not like anyone lives, like, close by that, so they dead. Interesting, though. Let's get a nice batch of you guys in a row, please. Only under half an hour left on the community day, yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, indeed. Then we to be done with it. Oh no, I need to get a decent amount. I need to get 5. Only wanted 3, so I could be getting done with the evolution of the line, you know. Interestingly enough, I haven't seen, like, you know, the... Oh yeah, it doesn't have the special legs because it's like that. Oh yeah, I actually need to evolve things as well. Like, I understand that there is not the... like, the egg thing going on gyms. But it's a classic one, but I would wish that we would be getting more time to do these special moves. It's actually I need to... starting to make them now. Because of course, like, since it's a community day, I can get special moves. I did miss out on it on Swinubs. But what I have heard, like, the move that it gets is not that good. Let's see. Which one of the shiny ones will I be evolving? All of them are really good. That will be Stew Charge. There's a lot of it there. Just wanted to make sure that there is nothing that I would be interested in there. I did get indeed a decent... Oh, it's Shiny Charmeleon. I don't know, it looks... bad. Anyways... Am I too big a fan of the Shiny Charizard? No, not necessarily, it's fine, it's just... I do know why people like it. It is a decent one, I will say that. But I don't necessarily like it that much myself. I guess I will be keeping one as a Charmeleon. I think I would like to get another one to be Charizard as well. I would have 2 Charmanders and 2 Charizards, so I guess I could be having one of or 2 of each, because that would be a yellow Charmander. Nice. I guess I could. Let's see if this one is any better, because I might be... Because I would like to get a good Charizard still. Oh, it's a female one, nice. I think I will be doing... Because I don't have too many good ones, I would just do the highest CB shiny wise. We'll be all the way through. Oh yeah, I did find like an XL, like, or XXL Charmander, and oh, I'm out of candy. And she said she miss switching colors a lot. Oh, it's probably dudes just switching it back and forth because they seem to be the same ones. Well, that's unfortunate, but I mean... This is special move anyways, which one is it? I think it's... right... Oh, it's Dragon Breath, okay. The other one then? Oh, I love this push. Unfortunately, I'm out of... I could be transferring... honestly. Even though you are a cute CP, but I like here. It doesn't help out too much, but... be there. I don't know why this one I have been very unlucky with the candies with them. Could be because there is no candy booth. Yeah. The catch candy is always nice to have, but it's a sketch Stardust. I mean, it's fine as well, but catch candy would be very nice indeed. I mean, I did get 3 evolved 2. All 3. Yeah, I did get all 3. Charizard, one was the very big one, and one is shiny, and one is the one that you need to evolve to get the special research to be done, you know. And then there was, of course, the one that you get from the special research as well. Anyways. Mon are here. It's gonna be taking a while once we're gonna be seeing these nice numbers again though. Nice, 4 of the same kind. 6,666. The next one is bunch of 7s. A doobie. But hopefully we won't get there, you know. Hopefully we don't get there. Don't encounter the stuff. Honestly, Stuffle is the only one that I would wish to see from the overworld. Would it be shiny or not? But I mean, it wouldn't make sense that only like you select your Pokemon would be having it. That would be the one that would make the most amount of sense, of course. They're cool. Cool indeed. It's a nice Pokemon. I think like both the Turtonator and Trampa are like Pokemons that even though they're like nothing that special, but I would still wish that they would be like, you know, more available in the games that they are available in. Because I'm pretty sure that they weren't, of course, too easy to find on the Alola, there we go. Yeah, I don't think that they were too common there, which is of course unfortunate. Geez, there's plenty of people on the Turtonator raid. I would wish that they would be more common indeed in Alola, and I mean, I guess they make sense not to be too available in these games, but honestly, because they are nowhere to be found and they are also available only very late on the game, I kind of would wish that they wouldn't be in the game at all. They're just a pain to look for. Oh. I did see you there. It's not a pink Wobbuffet though. I mean, since I did see things spawn in there, I guess I will be going there then. There's few more chances to get a shiny Charmander on the community. I mean, I honestly don't need any more. The 3 that I did get would have been enough. Since the game wanted to be nice and give me 6, I'm completely happy with them. I'm kind of curious about one thing. Okay. Yep. Another one? Cool. Anything? Nothing there, unfortunately. There was just a bunch of stuffles that I'm not too interested to about though. How about the sword? Looking nice, I see. As you do. Yeah, we have we're like testing right now with the couch since we, as I have said about it before, that unfortunately the food that she does like, it's like nowhere to be found anymore, unfortunately. Oh, hello there. What are you doing? And since the food that she does like is no longer produced, I guess, because it's nowhere to be found, we decided to like try completely like different food, like different brand even. So far at least she seems to be liking it. I mean, it is only the first day, so we shall see. It's just it's a shame because in the store that we do be buying her food from, it's like one box. There's only one box there. But it's like, you know, opened already, so like no one will buy each. And it has been there for like at least a month. So it's just, it's, you know, unfortunate that like I don't think that it will be selling because it is indeed opened. I don't know if there is anything missing from there, but at the same time I don't want to take the risk, you know. I'm just surprised that they haven't like gotten rid of the open package there. And I mean, they eventually need to be getting rid of it because, you know, there is the thing that it's gonna be expiring at some point, right? It's just unfortunate that, you know, that do be the case. And I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Are you planning on doing any hunting today? Would we be able to get at some point in the Minchino line though a little bit of love? Something like, say, or an evolution, something. Or at least be available in more games than it is, because it's not really available in any games now, is it? Unfortunately. And as I said, for me, it needs to be like you need to be able to catch it. It doesn't count if it's like transferable. Because as I said, there's quite a big difference between the Pokemon to be available in the game itself and being available to be transferred to the game. Nice. I can do the quick encounters with a Farfetch. Go. There's this Zwergix here, I can do the encounters. Let's go! Rasoon Janowich, 200 encounters. Very nice indeed. Oh, there is some Chino. Oh, you. Nice. Love the siege. I don't know why. There is one thing that I'm quite interested to do, even though it would be a very stupid thing to do, but then again, do I care? Is to do an SOS call with Cursula. To try and get both like Cursula and Marini to be shiny at the same time. It do be a silly thing, but I mean, it would be quite funny, you know, and I wouldn't be feeling that bad, you know, because I would be doing it for funsies, you know. Just Minchino, apparently. Jeez. Oh yeah, I just thought of another Pokemon that I would wish to see more. A Skitty. I would wish to see more Skitty. But I mean, my main problem with Skitty really is that it does unfortunately evolve each Moonstone, which... it's fine, but why? It's fine, but why, you know? As I said... Oh. Thanks. As I said, if it in my opinion, if it would have been introduced in any other generation, I would have seen it to be a friendship evolution at nighttime. Or a nighttime evolution, but I mean, they didn't really do nighttime evolutions until Alola, like... Did they? I don't know, Alola is the first one that comes to mind, like the evolution itself would be only available at nighttime. Like, surely there was the friendship one, but just the nighttime. No, like, held item things, just nighttime. And there was the Shino evolutions that did indeed evolve the item, but it's an extra step. Honestly, it wouldn't be too surprising if that would have been the first time, because I mean, I will say that in my opinion, like the not like held dynamics, like related things, evolutions that is, like those started like at Generation 7 to be having special evolutions that doesn't require a held item or trading, that kind of things. Surely like Gen 8 was like a very very good one. It did have very good amount of special evolutions. Mainly the Hisuian ones, but still Gen 8. I mean, there was few interesting for the Galarian Pokemon as well. Mainly the evolutions, like original variants. A huge Charmander. This one be the biggest one I have ever had. Auto. Yep. That probably was the last check for Charmanders for the community day though, because there is only 1 minute left. Which means that we're soon gonna be hitting night chiming Hounders as well. Can tell by the background. Will it be Goldeen? Will it be a Magikarp? Ah. Oh, we do be seeing the special one though. The one that is only available in the last minute bit between the transaction scenes indeed. Now it's fully nighttime. There we go. It is indeed 5. So unfortunately, the community day is over. Oh, there is still 4. It's interesting that it shows like only like after like it only now shows that there is the possibility to still evolve them to be having the special moves, you know. It would be nice if it would be just extending, like having a separate thing for them, but it's fine. But yeah, nighttime encounters for the rest of the time then. As it do be. As it do indeed. And nice nighttime encounters. So much stuff. Oh. Insane. But yep, I would like to say that the Charmander J Classic did went quite well. It indeed. It indeed be finding 6. Which is all the amount that I wanted to shoot. But yeah, anything going on in Galar today though? Apart from interesting amount of boosted Pokemons? I guess now it makes sense why Drifloon hasn't indeed been boosted almost at all, because as I said, probably anyone else I've been KO'd that I have KO'd at least once. Because like Wobbuffet, I know that I have KO'd. Guess the thing being that is the thing being that Shadow Tag. I did win a Pokestop Con showcase thingamathing. Let's go. I mean, I wasn't too surprised that I didn't win it because I didn't really think that anyone else would be able to get those. And the other one I was second at. I did get big. Yes. Yep. I'm gonna be soon having a little drink break though. Haven't been drinking like at all during this, so something. And the only other thing that I did get from the instance was a Seedot. Everything else was Charmanders. I don't know. I was kind of thinking that I could be booting up the thing that is called the Mount Lana Kilo Hunt. Yeah, that to also be like almost at odds. But I'm like, I can't be bothered to set it up. I probably will be running into the Stuffle if I don't move, so I will move. That usually prevents Adam, because I would like to say that it's gonna be going upwards quite quickly after. Yeah, I've definitely encountered you. Once it decides that it's time to move. I would kind of wish though. Like, I don't mind the way that. Oh. Jeez, did that take forever? Since like as I said, I don't mind the way that it works. Like, they are staring at, you know, usually downwards in the route. Or like in the certain point. I would just kind of wish that there also would be a certain, like, let's say 5 seconds that they are not gonna be noticing you, so... Let's say you are in an unfortunate situation that there is a bunch of aggressive Pokemon and you don't want to be encountering them. Yeah. Also, one thing that is, like, interesting that you can't really do, you couldn't have done like too much earlier than like the newer Pokemon games, is to try and do like no hit run. Like, I know that people have done it, like, not taking any damage on, like, previous Pokemon games, but, like, in Legends Arceus, it's just, like, you know, hits a little different, because, you know, you actually have, like, the hit point system in there to the dude that you're playing with. Those are interesting. Like, surely there has been like bunch of has been done a bunch just the regular don't get hit by Pokemons in Pokemon battle, you know. Another interesting thing to do, in my opinion, would be in, since it doesn't really work on Let's Go, kind of works in Scarlet and Violet, but do that in Sword and Shield, but do it that you would avoid you getting into battle with Pokemon, since as I said, some Pokemon are aggressive. And try to not get to the random encounters in the grass. Which I say, both are relatively easy to avoid. Huh? But it would be interesting to see. Surely there isn't really that many locations that have like aggressive Pokemon in like a very small space, you know? But I mean, it would definitely be interesting. And why are you worried that you can't battle well? I'm just saying that you may or may not be a little bit higher level than the dudes. I mean, these dudes are like, what? Level 20. And you are level 92. I'm scared. And especially against dudes that you're not even weak to. Ooh. Perfect. I'm actually surprised about one thing though during this hunch, since you know it has been going on for quite some time. That I'm not thinking that the game is shiny locked, you know. Because usually I do be getting the feeling, like, even though I know that it's not the case, because why would it be all of a sudden, you know? But it's just, usually if the hunt does take a long amount of time, I'm starting to feel like that. But surprisingly enough, it hasn't yet happened with this hunch. But I mean, possible? And I mean, I know that I have been getting hunts in this game. Not lately, but the hunts that I have done in this game, some of them have been quite a bit under odds. Some of them have been. Yeah, I think at some point I will indeed do in these games a lot. These games again. a hunt that I will be indeed very much trying to be getting the like just encountering the certain Pokemon that I'm hunting for, you know. I know a hunt that it would be very, very, very easy on, and it would be Roly-Coly. I'm kind of thinking like, I think it would be like more interesting with a Pokemon that is somewhat common, you know. I mean, it would be even more interesting if there would be like aggressive Pokemon nearby, you know, as well. I don't think that we have gotten today like a good streak with Farfetch. Like we have gotten few ones indeed, but not like really good ones. But I mean, not every day is a good day, you know, for those. Some days they will not be wanting to be appearing, and that's completely fine. When the funnily different colored one wants to show up, will be the right time, you know. I don't know, another thing that I'm kind of interested in doing, even though like I wouldn't probably be counting it myself as a Pokemon that I worked on too much shiny wise to get, is to do a hunt where the like I would be using like the because there's a way to use like certain frames in certain games will be giving you shiny, you know. I'm kind of interested in doing that, but I don't know, at the same time I'm like do I really want to do it? Like, I mean, it's cool how it works, I will say that. It's easier to do in other games than some games than others, indeed. But I mean, it would certainly be interesting, you know? It would indeed. At the same time, I don't really know. Do I want to do it? Because I know that it can be very tedious because you need to be very precise with them then. And I mean, there is a chance that you could do them like, you know, accidentally. There is that as well, but it's easier to do that on the games. That is easier to do in the games that are indeed like more easy to do with them, you know. Because I'm pretty sure that the best one to do that in, if you would like to try it, would be Emerald. I guess I said it does work on other games as well, but some are better than others, though. Because some of them are absolutely lovely to set up. I mean, the ones that I know that have been, like, I have seen personally, or like in PDSP that I have been done, are a starter and a Gyarados. Those have been the only ones that I have personally seen, you know, be used for that. But I mean, I do like the idea of it, it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't just know. I cannot be bothered with each. I guess it's just... It do be what it do be, though. I think I did see another Minchino there. I think I did. Oh, it's a Stuffle. Got tricked by the ears and not seeing too much because the tree was in the way, and that's another one on the water. Is this time gonna be a Goldeen? Zelda Magikarp. Watch me get a shiny Magikarp while doing these only when it's necessary. Okay, when it's glowing like that. It would be quite funny. Definitely possible. Anything is possible. There we go. Oh, I did finally have to drink. I drink finally, I don't know. It was certainly a while ago since I was planning on doing it. But better late than never. I guess I could be stretching out as well. Thankfully, so it can be done with one hand. And I can also knock things down with one hand. Because the only inputs that I need is move around, then press a button to run away from the battle. That I thankfully for these games I don't need to set up, you know. In older games there was a thing that you could indeed be having a setting that would be turning like a mode on, so you'll be able to do it with one hand easier. Which is definitely a thing that I sometimes do. I would just wish one thing though. That there would be a way to do a soft reset like that. Oh, speaking of soft resets, by the way. And yeah. Speaking of soft resets, I did... Was it last night or whenever it was? Anyways, a little while ago, not too long ago though. Yes, what's in this week at least. I did finally get the Huntail from the SOS call from the Clamperl. Was very nice. So now I will be double checking things, but I'm pretty sure that I'm done with that. That island for now, at least. Because I'm pretty sure that the fishing ones were one of the final ones I needed. But of course I will be double checking that I have everything on the decks. I mean, I know that I haven't captured like Metapod and Butterfree from the wild, but I mean, as I said, I only did think of to do the thing after I did finish up the water trial, and I did indeed have Butterfree or Caterpie on my party, so it did evolve into Butterfree. As I said, it's nice because I'm thinking of that on that file. I will probably, I don't know, will I be having a, do I want to get the shiny charm on that file or not? I'm not completely sure. Because I'm thinking the way that I would like to do the shiny charms on Gen 7 3DS games is that I would like to have like one on the original ones and one on the ultra ones, be having a shiny charm and one without. Because like, I mean, those you would just like to do for lots, and then I would be having the chance. And the reason why I'm thinking of doing like let's say Ultra Moon would be the one that would be having the shiny charm, and then regular Sun would be having the shiny charm, is because then if I would like to hunt things for lots, I have almost every single one as a possibility. Like, surely there is like some differences between the regular ones and the ultra ones, but it's mostly. And I mean, if I do be feeling like I can, of course, go ahead and get a shiny charm anyways. Because I'm indeed, at least the Ultra Beasts are gonna be a thing that I will be doing on both games. And I don't know why, but I'm kind of tempted to do them full odds. I don't know why. But I mean, I can always just get the shiny charm whenever, you know. But at least, as I said, I will be catching every single Pokemon that I can as soon as possible in that Ultra Sun, though. I don't know why I did have the silly idea of doing that with SOS calls. Especially considering that there is 2 very annoying Pokemon on the first island. And they are called Salamence and Snorlax. Snorlax isn't that bad, but I just didn't have too much of luck, you know, with it. The dude was very mean. He wanted to call out help, and also I didn't have Chief for it with anyone, so leftovers was very annoying. But I mean, I did manage to get it though. I mean, Slowking was also, or Slowking and Slowbro were a little bit annoying, but I mean, they weren't that bad. I will say definitely the Salamence was the worst, because first it's just scared Bagon to be there, and then get the Salamence. And oh boy, did I make so many mistakes with it. And it's so many mistakes with it. It's insane. I mean, it would be like that. It would be like that indeed sometimes. Because the thing was, like, sometimes I did run away from the dude because I was so used to, like, running away. And other times I could get, like, unfortunate critch. And, like, I don't know what to do for it if I get an unfortunate critch. Did you be there? Oh, boosted Swordlix. One day I will be getting a shiny Swordlix. One thing that I am wondering though is that since, you know, for these games you could get like some of the like trade evolutions from the wild that you couldn't get in the base game. I wonder if it's gonna be the same thing with Scarlet and Violet as well. Or are just people in the Galar region for some reason? I don't know, away from you, I don't know. Guess I'm so used to running away. Or just people from Galar region very mean and releasing their traded Pokemon, you know? As I will still say that that was a very nice thing that they did have. They did add in for these games with the DLCs. Like, surely they were annoying to get before the DLCs did drop out, but I mean, now it's like it's very nice indeed. And also, since I'm personally liking to hunt everything that I can in the wild, no evolutions, you know, I like it. Because, you know, then I can indeed be hunting them in the wild instead of evolving them. I did get a Magmortar that way already. I mean, I do be loving the whole line that has pink shinies. I just don't know, that for me, they just some reason they just fit very nicely. I know that I've heard very much of bad things about them. Even from people that you'll be liking like pink shinies. Which is very interesting. They do be like that. Because I don't know, there's just something. I would kind of just wish that Magby would be like that as well, but I guess because the color scheme is quite a bit different, then it makes sense not to be pink, you know? At the same time, I would kind of wish. I will say though, it is very much of a shame that both Magby and Elekid don't like Chinese to their evolved forms. Especially with Elekid. I will say that it doesn't look the worst on Chenchu, but why? Why? Why though? Oh. It gets stuck there, unfortunately. Hello, Dribloon. Having a lovely day, I see. Oh, why? It isn't really working. Unfortunate that they do. We working today, indeed. The Joy-Cons are getting old. I mean, they are like almost 2 years old. I haven't used them daily, but still a decent amount. So, I mean, that could be anything, but then again, sometimes just have bad days with them. Let's see then. Oh. Let's see then. For fetch question mark? I was soon done with another 100 checks. Nice. Very nice. Go ahead and switch position where I'm sitting. A little bit more chilled. For you. Actually, yeah. As I did talk about it a little bit last time that I did indeed play in here about the evolutionary stones. I kind of just think that there is like few Pokemon that doesn't necessarily need to be evolved with an evolutionary stone. One is indeed Skitty. I just don't really see it. As I said, if it would have been introduced in any other generation, it probably would have been indeed evolved at nighttime. Even though it wasn't really a thing at that point. Another one is a Minchino. I do understand why there is the stone there. At the same time, it doesn't really need it, if you ask me. Doesn't really need it, you know. Would there be another one that wouldn't really be needing it? I mean, I'm thinking that it could have been very well a thing that Ice Stone wouldn't have been necessary on the Gen 7 regional variants. It could have been indeed not be a thing, you know. All the Gen 1 ones. Honestly, like type-wise, it doesn't really make sense. Why do you need to have a Water Stone in order to evolve into Poliwrath? Maybe that one could be removed. Leaf Stone for the Pokemon that need Leaf Stone there, they are fine. Maybe the only one that I would remove it from would be Executor. That would probably be the only one that I would remove it from. Oh, another one that doesn't really make too much sense. Like the stone that they use for, but it's understandable that you can't really get too easy access to the Pokemons. Is both of the Nidorans. Like they don't necessarily make too much sense to be evolved with the Moonstone. Maybe if there would have been a stone that would have been like... Thanks. For more of a like poison things, you know. Maybe that would have been fine. Or a one for ground, actually. That would have been making even more sense. Yeah. Anything? The other water ones are fine. Doesn't make too much sense for Gloucester again, but for that they could have actually switched to Ice Stone now. But that's fine, I guess. Firestone, all the ones make sense. Thunderstone as well, because there wasn't really too many with Thunderstone, right? Yeah. I don't remember any other ones. Sunstone ones? Or Generation 2 ones, anyways. Think, yeah, if like Sunflora would be, could be able to get Sunflora when it's like a nice day outside, then we could be getting rid of the stone there. The other Gloom evolution, that's fine. I don't really see anything too wrong with those ones. Yeah, the Skitty is the one that doesn't really need to be there, though. This is like an extra step that you could very easily indeed forget. Don't really think of any other ones that wouldn't be making too much sense in that generation. Then again, I don't really remember too many of them to be requiring a stone anyways. Gen 4 there was like mainly just shiny stones and dawn stones. Those were the and dusk stones. Those were like the main ones. So yeah, those, and then we do be getting into Minchino pretty much next, which, as I said, I do get why it does need a shiny stone, but it could be leaving, it could be without it as well. Gen 6, I don't really think of anything. Gen 7 is the only one that I think that maybe the Alola ones wouldn't have needed the stone, but it's a nice one that they did added. And I don't think after that there really is anyone that I would be switching out. Like, surely, like, it's annoying that I'm pretty sure the Darumaka would be needing to have the Ice Stone, which is like annoying because you didn't need it before, right? For the regular Darumaka. Pretty sure about it. So yeah, that's just I guess. Honestly, would have like made a little bit more sense to be having a Firestone instead, if you ask me, because of the Zen mode. Would have been making more sense indeed. Oh. I'm not sure, but I think I did saw Dora around the Farfetch there. But it also could have been the grass. No, it is. It do be actually boosted. Let's see. Still saying no, I say. I see how it is. I soon need to be switching. It's in front. Because you're running out of moves. Let's go, some watts. Let's go. Always loving to get some watts. Oh yeah, another thing that I did get done yesterday was, since I'm indeed having one Legends Arceus file, that I will be like completing the whole Pokédex, you know, because I think that's cool. Thanks. I did get done with the legendaries and mythicals, whatever my things, which is nice. And that journey made me realize that I don't like Gazelf. It could be because I need to use self-destruct or explosion, whatever. I need to use one of the other. Oh my god, I needed to use it 40 times. I mean, it wasn't too bad. But I mean... why? Just why? I don't like it. I mean, I did use like revives and revive myself and stuff like that, but it's just annoying because it does so much damage to yourself that you will almost always be knocked down with it, which is very annoying. And also why. But it's not that Pokemon, it's the evolution. But why are you doing this? You're not even pink. Going back to the Pokemon that has some moves used. You know what would be kind of nice? Even though I don't use like False Swipe while I'm shiny hunting because I don't care less. I'm fine with everything. Is that I would wish that there would be a move that would always be bringing your opponent to 1 HP. Even though, like, if you're level 100, you most likely will be able to lock down quite a few things to like a level, like 1 HP, you know. But then there's also the times that you need to be doing it more than once, you know. Like, imagine if there would be the ultimate shiny hunting move that would be both cutting the HP down to 0 to 1, and also paralyzing it or putting it to sleep. Imagine. Oh, that would be very nice. He's so nice. But I mean, it could be a move that also would be like, it would only work on wild Pokemon, you know? So it wouldn't be working on like, if you're in a trainer battle. As if that kind of move would be working in, like in an actual battle with another trainer, it would be a little annoying. But I mean, if it would be only working on wild Pokemon. Also, isn't it interesting how Roar isn't nowadays as OP as it used to be, which is also nice because sometimes you could indeed be locked out from getting a Pokemon because it uses a Roar, you know? Because I think that there was a glitch on the early generations if the legendary beasts did indeed use Roar. They would be gone forever. I'm not completely sure. I have heard something about it. And honestly, kind of see it coming. Because usually it is indeed the case that if the Pokemon uses Roar, it's just, you know, gone forever. So like, it would make sense in that regard, you know? But I mean, it's also very unfortunate. And yeah, I do be a kind of shiny hunter that doesn't take the safest route usually when I'm shiny hunting because I mean the only thing that I do be really having is damn Pokemon. It is like one of the only things that I do be having, you know, a Pokemon with damn because I mean, because I don't use like False Swipe or anything like that because I don't want to be having the chance that a Pokemon knocks itself out, you know? But yeah, I'll just usually go with my whatever is my team and hope for the best, you know? Is it the most? Is the most or the best thing to do ever? No, it's not. But I mean, as I said, so far it has been going fine. The only Pokemon that I did have any trouble with was a Dialga, but I mean I did have a Master Ball for that, so it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad, indeed. But I probably should sometimes be more careful with them, but yeah. I mean, surely, like, if I know a Pokemon could be having a move that, you know, like, if I'm intentionally hunting something that I know that they can indeed be having bad moves, surely I'll be trying to do my best to research what I can do for it, you know. But like, so far I haven't really hunted anything like that. So haven't been too useful so far, you know. Said the only thing that I have is a damn Pokemon. But like nothing else, like as I said, Roar for example, that would be just ending the battle. Don't really have anything like that indeed. Speaking of Roar, I kind of would like to check out on one thing. At some point, I should search it up. I'm pretty sure that it would work, but I'm not completely sure, you know, because I know that there is in like newer Pokemon games, it's like moves that would be preventing, you know, for the dude to be using moves. There's always that as an option, indeed. The thing is, in older games, I'm not completely sure. Because of course can't remember when a thing was introduced in, like, let's say Flash Fire, for example. Like, I know it's in these games, for example, it's a thing that it works. But do I remember that it is a thing in like when it was introduced? And so no, because honestly, most of them are like fairly new. Like they haven't been introduced in too many generations ago. Like running away from wild Pokemon, if you like, you can run away from any wild Pokemon if you have a ghost type in front. Yeah, like that hasn't been a thing. Surely, like there was Runaway. It was a Runaway, but it's a different thing still, you know. It will be a different thing. Because like, yeah, it is very nice that if you have indeed a ghost in front, you can run away from everything. Still always I think that I'm shocked by that. Especially like shiny hunters don't know about too much. Because like, I understand it, but at the same time, if you are indeed hunting quite a bit on like newer Pokemon games, like Gen Age, like, it is a thing. As I said, Runaway is a nice thing, and also Smoke Ball, if you don't have that as an option. But I'm not too sure does Smoke Ball actually work with Shadow Tag. I'm not completely sure about it at all. I mean, it is kind of working like Runaway is. So, I mean, it would make sense if it would be working. I don't know. I don't know, indeed. Actually, I'm gonna be thinking one thing out about Roar now that I'm pretty sure that I'm correct about age. But I'm gonna check it out still. Indeed, already increased the counter, so I don't need to increase it while I'm encountering this relics. Nice, thank you if the move or the page would be loading. It's Roar is, for example, it's a sound-based move. It do be. So, you know, you could be having a Pokemon with soundproof for that. It is indeed a sound-based move, so you'll be able to have soundproof because then they don't care about it, right? Yeah, Roar will fail if used against a Pokemon ability soundproof and suction. Sorry. Yeah. Based on the generations that it would be. Yeah, because I was thinking of it in Generation 4, so it will be working the way that I would like to. Yeah, I could use a soundproof Pokemon if I'm ever running into that issue. I still feel problematic moves, of course, as Whirlwind. Stuff like that indeed, that are unfortunate. Thanks. Nice level. We have a good chain of Farfetch'd. Love the siege. Mm-hmm. Another Farfetch'd. Love to see you, little fella. Would you like to call to your friends to be here as well? I don't know why, but it's starting to bother me that you have such a long peak in this, like with the way that you are staring there. It's starting to bother me. Like on the first, like when it's like head on to you, it's not that bad. But I don't know why it does bother me there. It doesn't bother me as much when it's the shiny one. It could be because the colors are, of course, different. Could be that indeed. It's another Farfetch. Jeez. In certain angles, the bee does look like a little bit like longer than it should be. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I mean, it's fine. It do be. Zilla little dude though. It do be. Love the funny dog, indeed. I mean, I will say though, it isn't as funny as the, you know, the Kanto one is. Galarian Farfetch is a little bit more serious about business. What is going on? Thank you, Farfetch, for showing up. I guess. Thank you very much indeed. Love to see you be around. I need to switch you up from the front, so you have run out of your moves. You have indeed. Switch it up with you, it doesn't matter with you. Not someone that would be having moves to hit these non-shiny Farfetch'd and other things that I accidentally attack. But mainly the non-shiny Farfetch'd, indeed. To get the boost chance for the next one to be a Farfetch'd. Jeez, I'm surprised that didn't count because I think in my opinion, I did touch it. But I'm glad that the game didn't think so. Game thought that nope, you're not touching the dude. Yeah, thankfully it's pretty easy to not get into a battle with the ones when you're like doing even that place. That's, in my opinion, one of the worst places to do it. Because most of the Pokemons in here, they aren't too big. But there, of course, can be the situation that if there is a Stuffle and it looks at you because it's interested in you, so you're gonna be encountering it because you're not thinking that a Pokemon would be there so quickly. But mostly nice, though. Mostly nice. I think it ends there, yeah. Okay, apparently today is one of those days that Farfetch will be showing up a lot, but during the end. Even though I still have over 100 to go, but I mean, it's more towards the end still, it's not in the beginning like it was last time. I mean, it was also in the end, but it was definitely more in the beginning that Farfetch were indeed showing up. Indeed, it was. One thing I wonder though is that, like, sometimes I know that people are like start with like newer games and then go back to the older ones, you know? I'm just wondering, like, if like some people that have been playing Scarlet and Violet and, you know, Overworld Chinese, I'm just wondering would they do the mistake on the, like, if they would be then playing these games and they don't know anything about these games? Would they be doing what they would be doing in Scarlet and Violet and assuming that you will see the shininess before you encounter them or not? Because honestly, I would kind of see that to be like an easy thing to do, like an easy mistake, because why it wouldn't be like that, but you never know. Because then they could be wondering, like, I have seen so many Pokemon, why haven't any of them shined, you know? And then someone asks, have you gone into actually in the battle with them? And they're like, no. And then they realize they have been hunting the wrong way the whole time. I mean, as I said, I totally would be seeing it be a thing. Because especially, like, it's becoming a normal thing to, like, you know, do the shiny side in the overworld, because the last 2 games that were indeed released, it was the thing. Because in both Legends Arceus and in Scarlet and Violet, there were indeed overworld Chinese, so I would see to be the thing indeed. Because honestly, these games are one of the only ones that do be having like overworld Pokemon that don't show themselves to be shiny. Like regular Pokemon, not just like legendaries standing somewhere, you know. There is also the PDSP Grand Underground. But that is also kind of out of the way, you know. I mean, one thing that definitely would be helping out with, like, knowing is it a... like, do, like, to be a thing, would, in my opinion, be that don't show, like, if the Pokemon has a gender difference, don't show it on the overworld, even though it's a nice thing. But I mean, for example, with Wobbuffet, like, if you would have seen like hundreds of them and they have all been the same gender, it'd be kind of strange, you know? And then again, people should be doing the research. And I mean, it's quite unlikely sometimes to get dudes that have been playing or started playing with the newer Pokemon games to be going for older ones sometimes. Which is totally understandable because in Scarlet and Violet there is still a lot of things to do. There do be a lot of things to do indeed. And there is quite a good variety of Pokemon as well. There do be. Oh, Stuffle. It's about Julie, but then you did. And you indeed did have the around you, indeed. I kind of wanted to encounter you. Even though there was nothing too special going on with you, but I mean, you know, just in case. You never know. Especially when they have Aura. Can be very surprising. Even though the boost isn't always the greatest. There is boost nonetheless. This spot has been very nice indeed. It's been giving me a lot of Farfetch'd and other things that I would like to encounter. Maybe Stuffle wasn't really one of those, but still nice. Still nice, indeed. There we go. Now I can move on from that place to see another place filled with Farfetch'd. I mean, Chino is nice. I still wonder how you would be looking shiny in these games. I would like to say that it's not gonna be like that drastic of a change in these games indeed, but I would like to say that it's still going to be a decent amount of change, you know? What else? I don't know. I don't mind the ping on Minchino, but what else could it have been? Or from being a pink. I don't know, because like honestly at the same time like nothing fits it but everything fits it. It's a weird thing. Like the shiny is fine as I said, but like what could be a color that would be nice on it. Was either thinking like brown or yellowish. It could be looking decent. And not like bright yellow, but like, you know, the bright yellow though, but like kind of what Farfetch has going on. Galarian kind indeed. And like anyways, like kind of like not too bright colors would be fitting it, or it would be, or it would need to be, in my opinion, a very bright color, so it would be looking so silly that it would be fitting it. I mean, honestly, another one that could have worked for Minchino would have been that, let's say, the main body part would be going a darker, like, gray. And then switching up the tips of the ears to, like, very noticeable change. Almost encountered that Wobbuffet, and it would have been a pain because I wouldn't need to KO it because you are not the ghost type. Yeah. Yeah. Because honestly, the tip of the ears could have been then like pretty much any color at all, but just like be very like different from the, like, with that it would be very different from the usual coloring, you know. There we go. You need to run away from you, I need to KO you so I can have the higher chance for our next one to be boom. And soon we are the last 100. We do be. We do indeed. Let me oh. It's also interesting that, you know, the Galarian Farfetch'd. The Galarian Farfetch'd indeed. You'll be having a 50% chance to be having the leak as a held item. Because it was like 5% pretty much for the regular one, you know, in any game. Quite interesting indeed. The only other place that I can Galarian Farfetch to be appearing in is ING, but in Winter and Watch. going to be chances. Oh, I didn't mean to encounter you. It's 5% and it's only in the EEST. And not really worth it. It's the same thing with Galarian Ursula. Because it's weird that they are like treated as like counterparts. But I don't think they should be. I just don't think that they are really fitting to be counterparts like that. Like, surely, like, not every regional or version exclusive anyways needs to be having, like, a counterpart, but there usually is, like, Pashimian and Visage. Pashimian and Oranguru, or for example, very great examples that like they are always in the same areas. So like yeah, of course, but like Galarian Cursula and Galarian Farfetch'd, they're not always in the same areas. So I'm pretty sure the only way to get Galarian Cursula is to get it in the giant mirror on the specific weather. And Galarian Farfetch you can find here. As I said, for me it would be making sense if there would be a little grass area in the gym where there is, and water area where there is the fighting / ghost gym, and be both available there. Because like that would make sense. Like why would they be there, you know? Because it's unfortunate that most of the places in here they don't have a place to get wild encounters in the cities themselves. I mean, I know that they have kind of gotten away from it anyways. Like, there usually is maybe a fishing spot. I mean, there very rarely ever has been a bush, like a piece of grass that you could run into in the cities themselves, but usually there's like a fishing thing. I mean, there is indeed, of course, the fishing or the water gym down there is indeed there, but I mean, it makes sense. And yeah, it would be kind of cool though, because the only way to get a Pokemon to be having usually the original like met location in a city is to hatch an egg in there. It do be like that. Which is, as I said, understandable, but I mean, I would like if there would be more places. Like, for example, one place that would have made for me sense in Galar to be having like grass in the gym itself would have been the grass gym. Because like it's anyways like kind of the grass isn't really grass. If you ask me, it's more like beach that you are running in the previous route, you know. It could have very well like expanded it there and players be running in there, you know. Could have very well done that. Where the fire gym is, it doesn't really make too much sense to have anything. It would be nice if there would be a place indeed in the ghost slash fighting gym town. Another one that I think is a little missed opportunity is indeed the fairy gym town, because it could have very well been that the forest has like outgrown, like would have grown there, you know. Very well could have been like a thing that, you know, can happen. I mean, I will say that the Dark Gym City kind of has it going on. It's the med location, it's not gonna be saying, of course, Spikemuth, but it's gonna be like, it's one of the closest ones we have, like grass-wise, which is very nice. And the Ice Rock Gym City doesn't really make too much sense if you ask me to have anything in there, and then same is with the dragon one as well, because like all of those, like where the fire gym is, where the dragon gym is, and where the ice slash rocks gym is, they all make sense not to be having like grass or water areas that you could be having wild encounters in. Because I kind of see them to be places that there is a lot of people, and maybe, you know, wild Pokemon aren't too excited to go there. I do be seeing like as that kind of a place, you know. Another one? Yeah, let's go. Would wish that it would be making a sound when you spawn in, though. Yeah, it would be nice indeed to be having more places to be having wild Pokemon in there in the cities. Maybe one day, maybe one day. I don't think that I would be running out of moves with you today. If I do, it's kind of insane, actually. You have already one of your moves like down completely, but I don't think another one would be going completely down anymore. Don't think that will be happening. I mean, it would be a little under 30 that I would need to encounter, indeed, in the last, like, 85 encounters. It is possible, but I don't think so. Especially considering the luck that I have been having today. I like to be showing in books lately. they were there in like a little while ago a lot, but after that they are indeed gone. They're nowhere to be seen. But we will hopefully be seeing a few of them to pop up still before we're done today. And I think I did just destroy a Pokemon that I didn't need to destroy. Nice. That's what you love to see. I mean, you do be accidentally doing it, and it's fine. You do be fine. I will be happy if we will be able to see like 10 more Farfetch today, indeed. Because at least, if nothing else, we'll be seeing at least one more, because of course the last one that we are gonna be encountering is gonna be it, and I'm surprised that my leg didn't touch the stuffle there. Also, one thing that I didn't actually realize is how hard it is to get like Pokeballs that is like easy nowadays to get in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I didn't like understand how rare they are. Like some Pokeballs, like they're fine that they are rare, like Luxury Ball. Like that's fine. But like one Pokeball that I didn't think that would be that rare is a Repeat Ball, and I have one of them. Funnily enough. They are indeed not the nicest thing to get in those games, because the only way that you can get them is to win the lottery. Which is indeed unfortunate and not the easiest thing to do. You know. So yeah, that's interesting. And the only way to get a dive ball in those games as well is to get it from the Pokewalker. Literally the only way. I mean, is it really necessary to get it? No, but if you want to have variety with Pokeballs, then yes. That's why it's very nice, like, nowadays that, like, in quote, special Pokeballs are easier to get by. You do be like that indeed. I do be liking it indeed as well. And same thing with like Premier Balls, because I'm pretty sure that it was quite, like it wasn't too late, but it was quite late that it was introduced that the way that you get Premier Balls like changed to be better. Because at the start it was only with Pokeballs, which is like, it's fine, it's just like, what if I don't like need too many Pokeballs though, you know? So it's nice that it's also working. Like for me it would be fine if it would only be working when you buy Crate and Ultra Balls. But honestly, the more that we can get them easier, it's nicer. Like, it's still, even though they are easier to get, surely, they're still a little bit special because you can't most of the time straight away buy them in, like, at least in the base game. You can buy them indeed in these games from the Dynamax adventure, like the whatever my thing is. It is supposed to be out of a currency thing. Like, if you trade them in, you can indeed be getting that there, you know. Which is nice. And I mean, they are not honestly that cheap to get anyways. Like, it's not like they are like free. You can get them very easily. It's still like surely you can like get like 4 premier balls if you do be getting into the end every single time, you know. Like, you can always be catching the Pokemons in the Dynamax adventures with the premier balls, which is nice. And I mean, the other thing is that, like, it's nothing special. As sad as it is. Like, honestly, one thing that I would kind of wish, though, like, especially in the newer Pokemon games, would be that I would wish that the Premier Balls would be having, like, an extra chance of a critical capture. Like, have, like, something like that that doesn't really do anything. But still, like, be a little bit special, you know? And also, I don't really know where they do be getting, like, Premier Balls. That many of, you know? Because, geez, if you would like to, indeed, in the Dynamax Adventure area, you can get how many you want in a day. Like, technically, you would of course need to be catching a bunch of Pokemons, but apart from that, you can do that indeed. Which is strange. Like, maybe there could be a limit, maybe like 100 or 50 per day. Which, I mean, it wouldn't be too bad, because then you would need to do it, like, in few days, you know, to get the things to be done, you know. And I mean, not that bad. When why did I destroy you? I don't know. Because there has always been, and there still is in Pokemon games, things that, like, if you want to collect certain things, you would need to play it, like, every day, you know. There is a berry trees in these games. There really isn't anything that special apart from the 6-star raids in Scarlet and Violet, though, but hopefully there would be something added. Sure, like, there is the outbreaks as well, but I don't know. They are kind of there, you know. So I don't know about that one, though. But yep, because, like, there has been a bunch of, like, things, like, over the years in Pokemon games that have been, like, if you want to do this special thing, you would need to be playing daily, you know. It is indeed a thing that has been going on for quite a while. Like, surely are there berry trees in these games? Are they that special? Not really. But I mean, if you want to make good curry, they are kind of necessary. And I mean, I guess if you are looking for a specific Pokemon in the trees as well, there's that as well. Oh, a boostage. Probably a Magikarp again. Be nice if it would be Goldeen though. New Magikarp. Like to be a Goldeen instead. Honestly, one thing that is quite interesting about the first generation especially is that there is quite a good amount of like rare birds in there. Like even though there like isn't too many of them, but from the few that there is a decent amount of them. Like there is Doduo and Dodrio and there is Farfetch'd. Another one boosted there. Guess so. Goldie now. Gonna be yet again another Magikarp. What a surprise. Yes, I would like to say that it is the one that has the higher chances to be there anyways. Don't be too surprised because Magikarp do be usually everywhere anyways while fishing. It's nicer that it's like since like when fishing was a thing and surfing was a thing that you could get like encounters like that. It's nice that Magikarp is indeed mostly only with fishing. There's like very few locations where it's also available as a thingamathing that it is indeed called a surfing one as well. But it's nice that it's not that much available to surfing. I mean, would it also be nice that there would be more Pokemons like Tentacool to be the surfing encounters? Yes. But it's nice that Magikarp isn't absolutely everywhere though, apart from fishing. Yeah, there's actually an interesting amount of fishes that fish Pokemon indeed that are available with like good rates with both fishing and surfing. And then there is of course the ones that are only available with fishing or the ones that are only available with surfing. More to be only available with fishing though. Usually the fish are more likely to be indeed requiring fishing for whatever reason. I can't think of any reasons why that could be a thing. But it do be like that indeed. And now that there is no longer fishing, they just are in the overworld. That's fine too. I mean, as I said, even though the fishing thing, like, it isn't too bad, but I also kind of miss it. Like, I would wish that there would be indeed a fishing game for Pokemon, just purely just fishing. Or fish Pokemon or whatever you would be fishing indeed, because not all the time it's fish. And I mean, most of the time fishing isn't that bad. I understand that people like Gen 3 fishing because it's... Thanks. It's like it doesn't require you to do anything in any time period. Like you can indeed be waiting there forever, and the fish, it's not going anywhere. It's like you can almost even close up the game and then come back and the fish would still be there, but unfortunately that isn't how it works. But I mean, if it would be, it probably would still be there, you know? But yeah, I understand that they need to make fishing not to be as easy for chain fishing. But I also would wish that it wouldn't be so bad. Sometimes it's so annoying to do chain fishing indeed. But I mean, I haven't done it too much. And I don't like hate it, but I would wish that it would be a little bit better, you know? But yeah, at least Gen 7 fishing, it isn't too bad. Same with these games, I've done a decent amount of fishing in these games because I was looking for the Feebas that was 1%. Yeah, it isn't too bad. I did do it a decent amount for Generation 7 as well because, well, when you're looking for Clam Pearl, kind of available only through fishing. So yeah, that was certainly interesting, you know. But I mean, it isn't too bad, like, it isn't like you need to be having too much, like you need to be pressing the button immediately, you know. It's quite chill indeed. It do be. I mean, fishing in games is in general, I think that I usually enjoy. There is few cases that I don't like the game's fishing, but it could have been more done with me having a bad mouse and it getting stuck. That could be a thing. But I mean, mostly I'm fine with. Like, I like fishing in games. It's, as I said, it's usually chill and kind of hard to mess up. I mean, surely is there games that it's the most annoying thing in the world to do? Yeah. I do be liking it mostly. Especially if it's like the nice and chill kind as well, so you can just, you know, chill out. I mean, I don't necessarily mind if it would be like a little tedious to do as well. But if it's just this like randomly very very tedious to do, that's not my cup of tea. It's really not. I mean, I don't know. It could be kind of funny, honestly, if there would be fishing in Scarlet and Violet. Especially because you can see like the Pokemon in the overworld, you know? Imagine just fishing a Magikarp that you could just hit with your Pokeball. Imagine. Oh. Certainly be something indeed. Oh, I mean, you know. It's certainly been slowing down lately, the amount of Pokemon that I've encountered, unfortunately. The Pokemon that I want to say go and just sleep since it is quite late in the game. Have they sleep already? I mean, my Pokemon are saying that they are sleepy, but I mean, they are saying it like all the time anyways. So it's nothing new. It do not be anything new, indeed. I can encounter the Minchino without encountering the Stuffle like that. Easily done. No. Can we get a nice set of you, like maybe 3 in a row? Or far-fetched? Yeah, I would like to say that I'm not gonna be running out of moves with you, Jude. As I said, I would be quite surprised if that would be indeed the case. And unfortunately, no more. No more of the Farfetch there. Pretty sure that Swirlix is because I did see something yellow around it, and I mean it's not like it's something that is touching the crown, so the grass couldn't be drinking colors, but I'll be checking it out shortly. Shortly indeed. I'm done with these ones over here. How many there? Maybe it's another question though. How many there? It's indeed another question overall. And I would like to say that I have seen the 10 Farfetch soon that I would have liked to see. Which is nice. Very nice indeed. I haven't gone past that already. That is. I was about to ask, do we get into a 5 streak with you? I mean, it would have been one more after, like, technically this one, if I would have been, then I would have been able to get them 5 times in a row, but unfortunately, no. Oh, but 3 is still nice. It's very nice indeed. Appreciate it indeed. I mean, with Swirlix, it's not gonna be too surprising if I will be able to pull it off. Because it's a little bit more common, and I mean, I'm not even using the KOing method for H. I'm just running away from them. Interesting, though. Do you have the aura? Yes, you do. Didn't see correctly, indeed. At least something other than Swirlix. Zamichi? I still would wish to see the aura around Rivaloon. Even though the number battled is 0. I would like to see it though. Very much. One day it'll happen, one day. Indeed. It has indeed happened once. Why not to happen again, you know? It's a very low chance because I know that it's a 1% if you like when you have like done enough and you have battled them enough, you know. I don't really understand why I didn't need to move for that one bottom. Anyways. Yeah, I don't really know what I would have need to move for that one. It wasn't like I was too close to each, in my opinion. Yep. Indeed, seems like we're gonna be hitting the 7K today. Indeed, bottom. Still good to get encounters done because every encounter do be getting us closer to the end goal anyways. Indeed, the usual 500 in 4-ish hours. Which I still say that it's a decent amount, considering that today there was quite unlucky moments. I didn't get anything that I would like to encounter for a little while. I mean, it still is like that. It's like 45 to 50 minutes to get 100 done, so it do be like that. Some are faster, some are slower indeed. Like surely, like I don't know, like I don't know what would be the shortest 100 that I have done during this hunt, but I mean I wouldn't be surprised if it would be like quite close to like half an hour. Honestly, that also sounds quite unrealistic, but I mean sometimes you just be lucky. to get away from the random encounter there. I'm actually surprised that I haven't been getting an Incada standard in the random encounters, since it is indeed technically boosted right now, the chance to be having it. But I mean, I only have run into 2 today, but still. Both were as per. Interesting like that indeed. Soon we need to be starting to be again. Do go ahead and see. Final one to be far-fetched, of course. Soon indeed. Ah. Oh, and that Wobba Fett is as well. Goldie? Yeah, nice. The Wobba Fett is also boosted. Interesting. So that means that I would need to switch who is indeed in front then. So I can run away from it when it's not pink. Punching bag. As it do right now the case. But I mean, I would have checked out the fishing one anyways first. I mean, now it has time to like recharge as well. See if there's gonna be another one that is gonna be boosted in there. Nope. That's 3 boosted ones in a row, and they all have been different Pokemon. Interesting. And now I have definitely seen everyone else but Drifloon to be boosted today. Yes, now I have a... I mean, I don't know if there's another possibility after Goldie in there, but I mean, I've gotten 2 different fish ones there. I don't really know if there would be this early on in the game. I mean, I will see how far this goes. Because it's around here that I would usually be thinking of, should I be letting the dude be there, you know? The last one, but I think I'm still like far enough away from it, so I will be encountering everyone. Yep. It's a Stuffle. Bubble Fetch, that is not boosted this time. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that you just yet need to be looking for the Farfetch'd, but soon. Soon indeed. We'll be needing to look for it indeed. I mean, it's still not quite there. The thing is, because I would like to leave, you know, as I said, 1 or 2, just in case there's gonna be a boosted one. But I mean, there is still a chance that what if I will be getting it with this, there's still the Stuffle there that I can encounter, so it's not that bad. Because now would be the time that I would indeed be... Yeah. I guess now the search for the Farfetch starts then for the last one. This would be the time that I would be starting it, so going around until I see the Farfetch, and then will indeed be checking things out. And this is why I do be leaving View behind, so I can get these magic orbs. This is a regular old one though. Another one afterwards. Doesn't really seem like a when there is the last Farfetched. I'll be waiting a little bit because I don't want to be encountering the Stuffle. There we go. The next one up already. And run away from you and check out the Farfetched indeed. To be looking unfortunately quite like a regular one. Like that. Yep. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. Tomorrow I will be having a day off. Indeed. Indeed, we'll be having a day off tomorrow. But coming back on Monday. Indeed. Doing something, I'm not sure yet what, but surely something indeed. But have a great rest of the day. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember to do everything you need to do today. And remember to get enough rest as well. Yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully on Monday with something. Until then, bye!